What is up, guys? My name's The Simian. My name is Yen. I play The Sims. Did you see what I did there? Alright, guys, there is tea that needs to be spilled, okay? So we are just going to get right into it because there's a lot to talk about after the gameplay trailer that released. Now, let's get right into it. Now, the Sims 4 team has been on it as far as responding back to people when it comes down to questions after the gameplay trailer had released. It actually left a lot of Simmers very confused on what exactly this pack is really about. Now, Sim Guru Nova did take to Twitter to calm down a lot of Simmers that were just not happy about the way the release of the gameplay trailer went. She did go on to say that the trailer did prominently feature family dynamics, milestones, and social compatibility. There is so much more in the pack. There were also a few other features nestled in there that y'all might not have picked up on initially. It's hard to capture in 2 minutes with the live stream, which I think is BS, but we're going to get into that in a little bit. And then it also said, even in terms of the features shown, just a very brief taste, definitely not the full picture yet, and the live stream will have tons of info for us. Now, personally for me, I thought that excuse was BS because the dynamics could have been 30 seconds at the beginning and then gotten to more gameplay. The Sim Guru saying that there's so much more means that they had the opportunities they could have taken to put more in the trailer, but wanted to build anticipation. I mean, let's be freaking for real. Someone does go on to say by the Evan Lee 24 say, "Wait, Molly, are you guys going to answer any more questions about the stream?" And then she says, "We'll answer that when we can, but want to save most of the fun for the live stream." Now, I don't like this response because I feel like why does it have to be left up to the live stream in order for us to find out more information? Shouldn't the gameplay trailer have talked about the gameplay? And shouldn't have the trailers been more promoting about what was going on within the pack? I don't know. I just feel like that was kind of a BS excuse. And The Sims has done nothing but to promote the Growing Together pack even more ever since the release of the trailer. Sim Guru Popcorn also mentioned saying, "Keep an eye out of these Sim Gurus, which is Connor, Nova, Morgan, Doe and Graham. I would love to answer your questions, but I didn't work on this pack, so these folks will be a great source of info." Now, I do feel like the reason that she had to go out and tweet that was because there was a lot of backlash that was going on, and I'm sure the Sim Guru's tweets were going crazy after the gameplay trailer. I do want to read a couple of tweets for you guys, and someone by the name of Star Winksy said, "So the gameplay trailer, since it only centered around one thing, the family dynamics, it felt a bit lackluster for a lot of people. For me, I couldn't help but notice just how many times they kept showing the same door opening. There wasn't a whole lot of show with the dynamics. I found it oddly distracting just how many times they kept panning to this old man arriving at the door. I'm still feeling overall hopeful, but yet it wasn't what I expected." Someone else also tweeted, "Not gonna lie, this trailer didn't hit the mark for me. The new milestones, social compatibility, and dynamics are great and all, but showcasing just these initial features alone for a gameplay trailer didn't really drive the hype up. Hoping the upcoming live stream shows more." And I just completely agree. Someone else by the name of Harold Sim says, "I'm going to complain a minute, which I don't do. Are we going to get aunts, uncles, grandma, grandpas, etc.? I mean, if they can add family dynamic, then we should already have all the actual relationships and create a sim, like fiance as well. What do you think?" So y'all let me know down below in the comments what you guys think about that. Someone else by the name of Your Decoy Sim says, "I'm hoping it's more than the 4 shown for the family dynamic. I need at least 10 options to create a real family dynamic." Someone else by another Plum Bob said, "I really hope this compatibility chemistry system is patched into the base game so that it can properly be updated and taken into account for future content too. Otherwise, it may become yet another forgotten game mechanics like lifestyles, which is never added or yet to improve." Now, I do agree with that because The Sims has a very long history when it comes down to making new features and then forgetting about them and never updating them ever again. Now, someone else also tweeted saying, "Here's my personal brew of tea. Cottage Living talked about each animal, canning, gardening, the fair, and cross stitch. Snow Escape talked about climbing the mountain, culture skiing, snowboarding, hot springs, and the world. Eco Lifestyle and High School Years also both came with things. Family dynamic is the main selling point of this pack. Still, we know there's more to do. Why not give us a look at all of it in a brief summary similar to the past? What about the world, the cinema, more about the rec center, details about losing teeth, etc.?" He also does go on to say, "I guess what it comes down to is that what we see in the trailer is perhaps the main gameplay focus, and while showing that isn't necessarily bad, it does feel a bit odd, almost as if they talked about only lifestyles for Snowy Escape or NAPs for Eco Lifestyle." And I completely agree. He does go on to say, "I think the gameplay trailer was both good and bad marketing. On the good side, the team knows the family players. They're giving the girlies what they've been begging for, and they are eating it up. On the bad, if you're not a player interested in family dynamics, then what did the trailer show you in terms of gameplay? Depends on each player, obviously, but at least with past gameplay trailers, there was good overarching amount of info." And I completely agree. Now, let me know down below in the comments so far what you guys are all thinking about this, and how did you feel about the gameplay trailer? I mean, most of you guys already let me know your opinions in the comments in the last video, but it's always good to refresh and hear what you guys have to say. Now, we are going to continue on to the next topic, and it's going to be more so about the world in particular. Now, the Sim Gurus have been responding back to a lot of people about the situation and questions and just a lot of backlash that they've just have been getting over the course of the 24 hours that the gameplay actually did come out. So we're gonna get into some of those responses. Now, Simguru Nova did take to Twitter saying a few San Sequoia views, and as you can see, she goes more into detail about basically the map that we're supposed to be getting. I am so ready for a map leak. I will say, when it comes down to The Sims 4, they show up and show out with the worlds every time. The worlds usually end up beautiful and are gorgeous, but when it comes down to the gameplay or when it comes down to the lots, that's a whole different story. Now, someone goes on to say by the name of Iron Seagull, can our Sims walk on those docks? And Sim Guru Nova actually responds saying not those specific ones, but they can walk out on the wharf here, which is a pretty similar vibe during sunset. And as you guys can see, these are it. Someone also did mention about the boats, because as usual, we don't everything usually ends up just being a decoy item, and she does mention saying that not these ones, but I would stay tuned for the live stream for any Sequoia water related news. And again, why is it left up to the live stream in order for us to get more news? I don't like that response. I don't like that answer. I just feel like it should have been more cared about and thought of. I don't know. Yell at me down below in the comments. Am I being a little extra? I don't know. We're going to get into a little bit more tweets, and then we're going to get on to the next topic. Someone also by the name of Bigga Boy Zero said, I have a tiny question. How will this impact the autonomy system? She does go on to say, I can say at least in terms of features I owned, there are plenty of spots in Impact Sims Anatomy. It's pretty cool. Now, someone by the name of Fantastic72 said, my question at Simguru Ninja and Simguru Nova is, will there be a cross-pack gameplay between growing up together and parenthood? Just go on to respond saying, yes, in several instances with my features that I know of. More on that soon. Again, why is that soon? Why didn't you guys release that in the trailer? I know I keep saying this, but guys, I think it's a very big deal when it comes down to what we're actually getting with these packs. Now, ever since the release of The Sims 4, a lot of people have always been asking about what is going on with Generations. Will we ever get a Generations pack? And how does each one compare to what we had in The Sims 3? Now, there was a lot of talk with High School Years saying that High School Years didn't add very much to anything, and Parenthood is very controversial when it comes down to, is that a Generations pack? Let me know down below in the comments what you guys think about that. I do want to get into other tweets, with Simguru Connor actually tweeting this out in a whale. Now, someone else responded to this tweet by the name of KEC18, said, does that mean you worked on the pack? And he goes on to say, yes, right after Werewolves. Now, Werewolves did come out June 16th in 2022, and that makes 9 months that the Sims had to work on this entire thing. They've been working on this since Werewolves, okay? That is more than enough time for them to get it together. Now, again, if their testing team is as large as ever and that they really worked on this, we should have no problems with bugs and fixes, right? So, again, I will hold the Sim groups accountable, because, like I said, they do this to themselves when they tweet back certain things, because I will hold them accountable for it. Now, another tweet did mention by Simguru Nova saying, after playing so much with Growing Together and Infants, it's been hard going back to my personal saves on my home PC without it. It reminds me so how I felt after buying Seasons back in the day. It feels so natural with the rest of the game. Simguru Morgan also tweets, I know you've all been asking yourselves, what does Princess Cordelia look like as an infant? And they've just been dropping hints here and there about the upcoming packs and updates. Simguru Popcorn also said, I didn't work on this, but the folks that did work their butts off. And since someone also by the name of ODAPHVI said, are milestones retroactive? Do they get added based on what a sim has done in the past, or will it only apply to sims played after the pack's release? Now, as much as they were responding, I do feel like they were being very picky and choosy about who they're responding to, because they did not even respond to that one. I feel like at the end of the day, they do get a little bit nervous responding back to certain ones when they know for a fact that it's just not going to be what it is. Now, Iron Seagull did take to Twitter, and I love his channel by the way, saying, still not much shown of the new worlds, but I'm already looking forward to obviously the lighting mods for it. And as you guys can see, this is the new world. Now, there was a lot of talk about this new world coming up, because a lot of people speculated that it looked very, very similar to Willow Creek, and I have to admit, it really does. Now, No Gamer Girl says, if Willow Creek and Brillianton Bay had a baby. Someone else by the name of Simhive said, strong Willow Creek vibes. And I'm very curious and to ask you guys, do you guys think that this whole world is giving off Willow Creek? I definitely see the speculation with this one, because it does seem very, very similar. And I don't know, guys. Like I said, I'm gonna need a map leak to come out or something, because I'm just, it can go one or two ways. And The Sims is known for its repetitive styles when it comes down to reusing content. Now, I do want to get into some other speculations, and someone by the name of Luddy Simmer said, I am very sure that the next pack is about farming, since they acknowledged those requests listed in the letter from the Sims team, and you know the bunk beds arrived in the free update last month. And if you guys actually read the photo, it does say that in just a matter of weeks, we'll be sharing more about the new expansion pack, which we've been working on since last year. I want to set expectations now. Though the cars, babies, farms, and bunk beds are not a part of this EP, we will understand how important these features are to you, but we are, to be honest, that we are not releasing this. He does go on to say, wait, did y'all see the cut on the curbs and the cars are coming soon? Now, as you guys look closely, we do see a little bit of a little curb. Now, again, the Sims team does this all the time, so I didn't really take this into consideration. I keep my expectations low, but Sim Guru Morgan actually cut those rumors to an end, saying no cars. We thought the curbs looked cool even if no cars, but would allow players to build driveways since that's a building trend. Now, what? I mean, okay, so y'all are hearing us, right? Y'all know what we want. Y'all just haven't done it. It's been 9 years. I don't know, y'all. I'm kind of sick of the BS answers. I'm kind of sick of the runaround. I'm just like, they're just spinning us in circles, telling us to go to different places, responding back very, like, it's just, I don't know, y'all. Like, let me know down below in the comments. Am I the only one who's just been very frustrated with the way they've been responding lately? A lot of people were actually kind of being like, guys, like, relax on the Sim Gurus. It's not their fault about this pack. They work very hard. I believe it's EA. Look, I'm going to keep it lit and I'm going to say it how it is. EA, yes, is very money hungry. I mean, they're probably one of the most disrespectful gaming companies of all time. And I also feel like I need to hold the Sim Gurus accountable. They say things and think that we're just not going to hold them accountable for it. Now, I'm going to hold you accountable. I remember what you said 2 years ago. Yeah, I'm going to hold you to that. And it's just like, yes, I understand that there are people that, you know, but at the end of the day, I just genuinely feel like, does anybody on the, like, who's making the game actually play it? Because you guys know what we want, you see what we want, but yet there's no action being made towards everything. Like, what was the point of all these tests? What was the point of all these surveys? What was the point of anything, of all these questions, if we weren't going to get what we wanted? What was the point of that? Was that just to lead us on and to hope for, like, okay, this will get them to shut up for a little bit? What was the reason? What was the reason? I'm just kidding. I was just trying to do the meme. But guys, seriously, let me know down below in the comments all your opinions on this. And what do you guys think about this? I mean, as far as the speculations, the driveways, the cars, I mean, the trailers. I mean, most of you guys have already told me what you guys have thought about the trailer. But again, I'm always curious to hear your opinions on this. And how do you guys feel about the Sim Gurus actually responding and, you know, basically saying, let's leave it up to the live stream? Because I feel some type of way about that, but I want to know, am I the only one who feels that way? Anyway, guys, I know this is a very late episode, but again, thank you guys so much and for your patience. And again, please don't forget that I am doing a giveaway. There will be 2 winners for the new Growing Together expansion pack. All you have to do is you must be following my Twitter and subscribe to my YouTube channel for entry. You guys have been so supportive of me, and I want to give a big thank you to you guys because I have loved the community that we have built here on this channel, and I want to show my support and give back to you guys. But anyway, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and of course, all the support. We are on the road to 20K, and I appreciate every single one of you, and I'll see you guys all tomorrow. Bye!